Joe did a good job coming in late in the game, hopping in there, and not giving up any pressures or anything like that. So he was solid. Leif was solid throughout the game. He got a little bit worn down. He's playing on a lower leg issue. So, but he did a great job fighting through it up at that point.
If Leif is unable to go, is that the plan? You're gonna have Borjan at tackle and Jonah at guard.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out. Yeah, we got a bunch of guys that can play for us. So who's ever in there, we'll be fine.
David and Troy.
Brennan, you guys ran that bunch set a bunch of times for a lot of success. I believe Chip referred to the kind of the cross crack on the last play though, where you didn't have success. But what did you like about that set and how it worked in the game throughout? And then just kind of what your thoughts on what happened on the last play there. It looked like they shifted defensively on the line on the last play, which I don't know if they did that early in the game.
Yeah, what we like about it gives us a chance to run the ball and have a bunch of guys blocking for us, and gives us a chance to be physical at the point of attack. The way that the last play got that they defended it was the way that we practiced all week. They had done it differently all throughout the game. So the look that we were most prepared for is the one they gave us last time we weren't there for it. So I got to do a better job. Just tell them to go back to their rules. It wasn't the look. It wasn't the look. It wasn't the look. It still worked. The play can work regardless. So, we've done better on that one.
Troy and then Brian.
Johnny, holding USC to 28 points under regulation. I think Caleb Williams is the lowest passing total at that point too. Just your overall thoughts of the pressure you guys were able to put on.
We had a good game plan, and our guys execute all week. And then lead into the game. They knew exactly what was coming based on formation and things like that. Our coaches did a great job preparing our guys, and that's what it was.
Brian and then Justin.
So Caleb was able to get out of pocket and get some runs, especially there in the overtime. Now I believe Cam Ward is becoming more of a mobile quarterback. What do you have to do? Is a spy what's necessary for something like this?
Yeah, if you look at those two plays, there was a spy there. We just didn't take the proper angle to cut him off. We over pursued because he stepped in one direction and he changed direction and the kid got pinned in. So that was the plan going forward. We've always had a spy on them, but our spies got cut off. So we got to do a better job coaching those guys.
And is there something about red zone run defense that's different than the rest of the field?
No. Some teams, they like to go to 12 personnel and run the football when you get down there. UW and USC, and that's what they do. But in this game, they just stick with the 11 personnel stuff, and they just ran their plays.
Justin and Troy.
Question for both. First with Johnny. What do you remember about your playing days at WSU?
Oh, man. So, 20 years ago? No, I'm kidding. It was fun. Learned a lot. Had some great coaches, met a lot of great friends. Met my wife there, so that's what I remember the most.
Where'd you meet her?
Library. Nah, she was a student athlete too. So yeah.
What's her?
She worked with she was a trainer, so she was a soccer player. Yeah.
And then Brennan, if Jaden is able to go this week, what's your advice to him just in terms of handling emotions and all that, considering how last year went?
It'd be handle your emotions. Would be the advice I'd give. Really, for him, if he's got to be fully healthy to play. The way he plays, it kind of requires that. So we're going to make sure he's fully ready to go if we put him out there. It's the game is the game. As much as you can make it into other things, you just go play the game, just like we did this past week, like we did the week before. Just go play the game the way it is, and the results hopefully take care of themselves. So.
Troy and then David.
Johnny, on defense when you're a freshman quarterback like Caleb Williams or coming up Cam Ward, how do you contain going from aggressive to overly aggressive? Because Justin Flo had that pass interference call. There was another one that was kind of questionable. How do you reel guys in during those moments?
Well, they just got to be disciplined in that. We got to do a better job coaching them. Just pull up. The kids are throwing, he's throwing the ball away when we're off the field. We can't make those mistakes. The whole game plan was trying to get them off the spot, and that's what we did. And then just, be smart. We did all week of when he scrambled, start matching up receivers and things like that. And I thought our secondary did a great job of matching up receivers. But, the discipline factor has to be coached, and we got to do a better job doing it.
David and then Justin.
Johnny, what did you like about the way Russell Davis bounced back from the injury he had against Washington, played at a high level, obviously Saturday, and then obviously Genesis is young, he missed some tackles. Is that just to be expected that he needs to play in that atmosphere to be able to understand, what it takes to bring down?
Oh, I was happy for Davis, man. He, like you said, he got hurt in the Washington game, came back, bounced back, tough kid. Made a lot of great plays for us that night, and we'll continue to count on him to make some more plays. That will come along with playing more time, trying to get him on the field more. And then obviously Genesis, we just got to do a better job coaching. I know that's one thing Coach Akina is stressing this week. We got to take, if we're going to be in that flex package or the dollar package, we got to tackle. So, and that's just come from playing time.
Justin and then Brian.
A question for both again. Brennan, Jonah Savine has gotten a lot of praise or a lot of high grades from PFF this year in terms of pass blocking. In your opinion, what makes him a good pass blocker?
I don't know what PFF is, but Jonah's really, really good. He's a fantastic athlete, fantastic person, great leader. He was in it the whole time on the sidelines, just locked in. I can't really say enough nice things about the kid. He's done everything we've ever asked. He's been a great leader. In the third or fourth quarter, whenever we made the switch, put him at guard. I kind of asked him, it's like, it was decision. Leif was kind of wearing down. I said, can Joe block these guys to tackle? And he said, yeah, put me at guard. I'll block 90. All right. Can't ask anything more for the kid, to be selfless. He's fantastic.
And then Johnny, we've seen Martell Irby become a part of the dollar package. What do you like about him out there and having guys like Traded and Martell?
It's just more speed on the field, and he's bringing a lot of quality. I mean, his leadership has been outstanding for our team, and we need to put him on the field. He's played with an amazing passion, and he makes things happen. He finds the ball, man. He's one of those guys that you got to have on the field. So, we'll try to, feature him more on the dollar package this week too.
Last question to Brian.
Johnny, I think Ephesians has been targeted almost as much in these last 2 games as in the first 4. Is that just more a product of the teams you're facing, or is he giving off something that, is he going against the better receivers these last few
No,
games?
I think teams are just running their plays. If you're pressing, you're going to get the vertical, the go route. And if you're playing off, that's just the way it is. Usually he's in the backside of the 3-by-1. So when you face offense, that's usually who they're trying to target, is the backside of the formations.
And how do you feel that he has fared so far?
He's done a great job. Great job. Those are 50-50 balls that could go either direction. I thought he did a great job, looking at the ball. It was a critical time those are critical plays. We got to make those plays. That was 4th and 7, and we're off the field. Our offense on the field with short field. So we just got to do a better job of, coaching.